think we work. But also we are a day early. So let's see. I could just be here on my own, which we kind of don't mind at all. If you're wondering, this is the Katie's Arms, and it's your online pub with me, Katie Hopkins. Now, this is supposed to happen on a Friday at 8 o'clock. So now, but tomorrow. But I can't do tomorrow. So we're gathering a day early. And I'll post this as well so that you guys can catch up tomorrow. Hello, lovelies. Hello. I do apologise for the late notice that I was going a day early. But I didn't want to miss Katie's Arms tomorrow night. So welcome one, welcome all. If you're new here, because this is not our normal time, I'll explain. If you're an old regular, thank you very much for being part of Katie's Arms. We have quite a lot to catch up on, do we not? So let me just explain for any newcomers that are here for the first time. This is the Katie's Arms. It's an online pub. And we opened the pub doors about 3 years ago now. Is it 4? Someone will help me. And you're definitely new. Well, welcome. We opened the pub during the madness of the last 3 years so that when people didn't have anywhere else to go or anyone else to talk to, they could come here. If you look down, I'm a first timer. Hello, welcome. If you look down, the reason for the pub is nothing to do with me and everything to do with everyone here. When am I coming to Ireland? Very soon. The only person talking sense. So sweet of you. Plandemic. Well, exactly. I love you long time. Can you fire the ping pong ball? What accent was that? The ping pong ball? It was a German firing the ping pong ball in some sort of bar in Amsterdam. So how it works is I sit here, I drink, you drink, and we just chat around. And the really important thing, well, there's a few important things. Number one is we don't have to agree with anything. So if you're new here and you literally just rocked up, can't stand me, can't stand anything I say, believe 100% the opposite of everything I say, perfect. Stay where you are and chat to other people. If you are someone that just fucking had enough of everybody, you know what I mean? Like everyone is a wanker and you can barely stand the sight of other human beings, you know, and you're like, fuck this is the place for you also. Because here in this pub, there's just a lot of people who are like, and then all over the place. Lots of newbies here, all over the place. In New Zealand is usually here, Netherlands, Nederlande, France is here usually, Romania. So do say hi. Waterford is here. Oh, how lovely. Newbie, another newbie. Someone's saying, I thought it was Friday nights. I've had enough of everything and everyone. So it's absolutely supposed to be on Friday nights, but tomorrow night I'm busy doing what I do. So I'm here a night early, but usually 8 o'clock on Friday. And to the lady, I believe, saying, I've had enough of everything and everyone. That's something that I'm getting wherever I go. So you're not on your own with that, and that's why we're here. And then there's just one thing I would like to just say, if I may. Should we have a little drink? Let's have a drink. I haven't even got my chicken fillets in. You can tell it's a Thursday. I'm just so casual. Not a chicken fillet in sight. If you're a newbie, catch up later. The other thing I want to say is to those who may have shared in some of the outrage this last week about me at my last Katie's Arms. So, and I say this often, don't I? People say, oh, she's drunk. Hopkins has had one too many. I say, oh, she's already been on the wines. And that, as people here who are regulars know, isn't the case at all. That's actually what a lot of men say, and spiteful women, who want to have a reason to excuse you or dismiss you or to ignore what you're saying or to try and put out that you're somehow not in charge of yourself, that I don't know what I'm doing, that I'm somehow incapable because I've been made incapacitated by one sip of wine. So I just wanted to say very clearly to those people, not you good people, I'm not drunk at all and I don't need you to excuse me. And I know exactly what I'm saying. And I mean what I say. And I might be saying it for the fun. I might be saying it because I think it's funny. But don't expect to come here tonight sent by your editors from the Metro, the Evening Standard, the Mirror, the Express, the Star, and expect an apology. Because if you think you're getting an apology out of me, you can fuck right off. I mean what I say what I mean, and most of the stuff I say here at the Katie's Arms is for people to laugh at me or laugh with me. And if you're not laughing, or you find what I've said, you're so offended, oh my God, I'm offended. Like I say to everybody, politely, offer tea piss. So, you know, you can say it more rudely, like, fuck off. But I don't mean that. I just mean offer tea piss. Go and watch a lady show you how to put on contours, or do eyeshadow for hooded eyes, or see some 20-year-old showing you why her leggings are great. I mean, whatever floats your boat. All I'm saying is just offer tea piss from here. Because you don't pay me to entertain you. I'm not here to entertain you, because if you don't find me funny, or you don't find enjoyment at being part of this, fuck off. Thank you. No, I don't apologise. Yes, I do think it's funny. And my joke that went kind of crazy about, I've got to let you go this week because at 8:30 there's a documentary on called Life After Derek. And then I said there was also a book accompanying it that you could pick up wherever you were getting your booster. It went everywhere. People thought it was literal, so they thought there was actually a documentary and were outraged that there was a documentary so soon. And that's kind of the gag. That is the gag. It's that it was believable because she's punted so much of Derek. Like, she even had the sun snapper in at his deathbed. And then there was this whole disclaimer, like, there's no documentary and there's no book, and Katie Hopkins is an absolute ferret twat, right? I've never seen a ferret twat, but you know what I mean. Then it turns out there was a documentary. There was another documentary, but they had to pull it out of respect for Derek. Fuck me. It all kicked off. But that was the gag. It was never laughing at a dead person, though I'm perfectly happy to do that. I laugh about my own death, for God's sake. It's laughing that it was so believable that there would be an effing documentary, because the woman made documentaries up the yin-yang. Totally. So, yeah, I found it funny. And you know what I predict next? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Here you are, Daily Mirror. I'll write your column for you, shall I? Shall I write your column for you? Evening Standard or the Express? Shall I? Sky TV? If this is going to feature, let me just make sure my top's right, because if you're going to use this clip for your news without paying me, I at least want to make sure I look hot. Should I put my chicken fillets in Sky News? Well, Sky News, how about this? I predict that Kate Garraway will recover just in time to find new love. A guy who helped her through the grieving process. Just in time for floaty dress season. Floaty dress season. Probably a maxi dress. Probably from Zara. Probably in blue with some white flowers on it. Floaty dress season. And a documentary. Love After Derek. Finding love. The power of healing through love. Maybe with some interviews with other people. I don't know. Annabelle. I don't know. I'm just saying. Piers Morgan, yeah, he called me disgusting. The Murdoch munching, phone hacking, Millie Dowler prowler. Fired from the Mirror. Fraudulent picture poster. Huh? Blowing off anybody who will. Mr. Change Opinions. Here's my Christmas card with Trump. Now I hate Trump. I'm going to suck up Meghan Markle because I'm hoping to get the first interview with her. That's what I was going to do, a very rude gesture then. It involved trying to lick the labia of Meghan Markle. That's basically what Piers Morgan was doing. Licking the labia of Meghan Markle because he thought he was getting the first interview. That's what went on. And because they went to Oprah, not him, that's why all of the demise of Morgan is because he got rejected by Meghan Markle. True story. Piers Morgan is a legend in his living room. Yep, he certainly knows how to munch on the odd KFC bucket, that one, doesn't he? So I wanted to say as well, someone, Denise Welsh. Do you know this woman? Chinamall, Katie. Yeah. Oh, come on. If we're not laughing, what are we doing? And we are literally surrounded by wankers, aren't we? Have you seen them all in Parliament? Rwanda. I mean, fuck's sake. As if that was ever going to solve a problem. They're only going to take 1,000 of them anyway. Another 15,000 just arrived today on a lorry. So what the fucking point was going to be sending 1,000 to Rwanda? What a load of old shit. And people see the pantomime, right? They see through the pantomime. And most of us, sane people, have just rejected the whole thing. Like, we just reject politics whole scale because we can't watch that pantomime and have any part in it because we know it's a load of old shit. So Denise Welsh needed this tonight. Exactly. Just let it hang. And this is what being on the road is like when we join together in our audiences. I'm so excited about Silly Cow tour because that's what it's like. We're all together. We're all in the audience together. And we're basically taking the piss out of me and my issues or out of the world. And no one has to think the same. And, you know, if it's going to be a joke, it may as well be a joke on me. Because, believe me, I've been called more names than most. Denise Welsh. What is this? Okay, so let me do some explainers for newbies. You'll know, if you know me, I drink cheap wine. So it hurts Lovely Mark's heart because he's a wine guy. So I drink this cheap shit, which obviously I don't call it, I mean, I pay for it myself. I'm not even sponsored by them. It's outrageous. Barefoot Merlot. And I always order it like that, Merlot, so I sound really stupid. Merlot. A Carver Merlot. Oh. These wankers. I used to be a barmaid, and people would say, "Oh, excuse me, this wine is corked. So, excuse me, this wine is corked." And I'd be like, "It's a screws cap, you twat. Can't be corked, can it?" Anyway, I drink Barefoot Merlot because it's cheap, I'm cheap. And wherever you can get cheap pleasures these days. Right? That's what I say. Denise Welsh. Who is she? What is she? Denise Welsh looks to me like one of those, you know, one of those onions you can buy in like a vinegar, pickled onions, isn't it? With the lid. And there's like lots of these white things in a jar. Pour us a glass. Oh, well, I would. I mean, I do. When we're, you know, out and about together on the road, I can wine you up. Denise Welsh, she reminds me of a pickled, was she Loose Woman? Maybe she was. So she reminds me of a pickled onion because she's always got this white stuff on top of her head, hasn't she? I don't know, but whatever I seem to do, there's always this Denise Welsh person sort of thundering along behind me looking like a pickled egg eating donuts. I don't know what she is or what she was. Was she on Benidorm or something? I don't know. Someone's late. Don't be sorry. I'm a whole day early, so you're not really late, are you? You're 23 hours early, to be honest. Someone needs to help me. Denise Welsh, none of us know. She's someone. I think from the telly in the old days. I don't know. She's a weird look. I don't know. Shouldn't criticise people's looks, I suppose, but just, I guess, an inflatable pickled onion chomping on a donut. I don't know. Holly, Dancing on Ice. Comments, please. Can I roast Nadia? Oh, Denise is anti-vax. Legend. Nadia, do you mean Nadia with the ringlets? Oh, fuck me. Nadia Perfect Pants. One of those. She's so perfect on the outside. I'm so jolly. Look at me. Look at me with my tits out and my gunt out, overhanging my pants. Look at me. Flippity floppity, whoop, whoop, whoop. Curly curly. That Nadia, do you mean that one? Yeah, she's Mrs. Nice, isn't she? She's your best friend. Best friend in front of the camera. Look at me, I'm so casual. I'm so down to earth. I've got my tits out. I'm so down to earth. I've got all my rolls out. Look at me being down to earth. That's the thing, right? If you're a skinny mini, you can't do that. You can't be like, I'm down to earth. Look at me get my out because I don't have one. But Nadia, she has one. Funny story. Nadia, Celebrity Big Brother, right? She's like always promoting cookery shit, isn't she? Gunt, exactly. I think, does she have a cookery book or something? Is she into... So if there was this idea, maybe with her agent, I don't know. Speculation, gossip. She must have been wanting to promote something to do with cookery. Someone help me. You wish I'd get my tits out. No, you don't. They're just sort of small things. They're just small perky things. I have really, really tiny nipples as well. which I'm happy about. Can I just say, right, I'm going to do a nipple situation. This is not at all on subject, but, you know, someone's asking about a huge gunt. Yes, I'm just going to say regarding the nipples. So I would say mine, like the middle bit I'd say is like that. And then the outside bit I would say is like that, right? Like a small button, like one might press in order to, you know, in an elevator. I have 2 of them. I mean, that's a miracle in itself, isn't it, with my issues? I have 2, and they're in the same place on each thing. So that's lucky, because I know some people say like, because my eyes are a bit like that, can you see? Since surgery, one of my eyes looks behind me just to keep a lookout. Since I was nearly beheaded by jihadis, I think that's why, is it this eye or this one? One of my eyeballs is on the swerve. I think it's just like looking around the corner just in case some fucker's gonna behead me. Anyway, but my nipples are level and in the same place, but just very small, right? Sometimes they need help to be found, just saying. But I see sometimes, not, you know, deliberately looking, but also just having a sneaky peek. Some people's are like huge, aren't they? They're like, and this thing in the middle is like, it's like a proper thumb. Like you could hang, I mean, that is useful, isn't it? You could hang shit off that. Like kids come in wet swimming costumes. Go on, mum. And then just hang it on there. Or the Christmas lights when you've got nowhere to just put them because there's nowhere. Just, right? Ice cubes. Exactly. Get these things on hard. You can hang all sorts there. Spoons, kitchen implements. Back to Nadia. So, I think she was trying to promote, or maybe she had coming out, maybe someone will know, did she ever produce a cookery book? Because on CBB, In With Me, not In With Me, but In With Everybody and me, she was always doing the cooking. But she was making a big thing of it, and then the presentation of it, and it was all about the cooking. Oh, here I am. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just whipping up a meal for 15 people without even looking, with my ringlets and my gunt. And it was all about the cooking. And I was like, fucking brilliant, because I don't want to be cooking for these twats. I mean, who was in there? I don't know. So she was always cooking. And then when it came to show it, I think on TV, I don't know because I've never watched any of it, but I hear that they did none of the cooking or eating scenes. I love it. I love it so much. All of that cooking work for nothing. Bet she got burger nipples. Burger nipples. Is that what you call them? Nips like cigar butts. Oh, right. Yeah, I get it. So Holly Willoughby, Dancing on Ice. Funny stories. So she turns up on Dancing on Ice and everybody's at home, like, eating their Chinese, eating their crisps, doing whatever. They look on TV and they're like, what the fuck's she doing? What's she, the fuck? What the fuck is Holly doing back? What's she doing? I thought she fucked off. Oi, Brian, what's she doing? I thought she got a stalker. She not got a stalker. I thought she had a stalker. I thought she was in hiding from her stalker. And she's there like in this fucking huge blancmange dress. Just like, here I am hanging out with a new guy. No one mentioned Phil. No one mentioned the guy from the cupboard. Just move on, nothing to see here. Meanwhile, we're all at home going, what the fuck is she doing? Bigger question. Holly, I need to calm the storm. I don't know what that is. I wasn't going to have a drink tonight, but this has got me in the mood for a red wine. There you are. That's the pub. Why not treat yourself? You know what I think about dry January? I say fuck dry January, truly. And also, life is hard. Like, why stop doing things? If you never got this memo, don't stop. Don't restrict yourself. Your life is being restricted in ways you don't even realise until you realise them. Trying to stop young people driving, trying to stop you driving at speed just so that you feel free for a moment, trying to stop you booking your holiday because who knows what might happen and there might be an earthquake or the ferries might go on strike or trying to restrict what you eat, pushing the vegan thing, turn your heaters down, turn your lights off, turn your washing machine down, make yourself smaller, sit in the dark, suck on the arse end of a bug. Look at us here in Davos sticking our cocks up each other's arses. Meanwhile, make yourself smaller. So don't do that, darlings. Do more. Do more of everything. Whatever gets you through, do more of. If it's laughing with your girlfriend, do that. If it's coming to one of Maya gigs on your own, do that because you won't be alone for a moment. If it's having a glass of wine, fuck it. You want to get old? Let's all remember, is old age an aspiration? Is it? Is it? Do you want to be 80? Do you? I mean, brilliant if you do, like, kudos to you. You want to get old? Please. Let's get living now, fast, quick. I've got a rush. I've been in a rush for 40 years. Hello, Miss Hopkins. Hello, I'm paying cash. Yes, you're doing a marvellous job of paying in cash. I'm so proud of everybody. And our venues are all making sure, if they usually use cards, they're providing cash something, either a cash bar or a cash way of getting food, or people will come with cash and help you out. So cash, 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 cash. Right, what should we talk about, darlings? How old am I? I'm 48. People think I'm about 60, I think. And people have thought that for like years. So people have thought I was 50 or 60 since I was about 30, I think. But I'm only 48. But I'm on extra time already. So I'm kind of like, I'm super excited. And I was never imagining I'd see 40. So it's all worked out rather well. I must keep cash. Exactly. This top, oh, I don't know where it's from. I've got a feeling. Can I get the label over my head? Is this how influencers do it? Can I, if I'm an influencer, would I just lift it like this? Awkwardly whilst looking like a spaz. Can you say spaz? I don't know. Katie Hopkins says spaz. We're disgusted. I'm outraged. She's disgusting. Daily Mirror. Hopkins says spaz. Ban her. Report her. Yeah, go on, report me. I don't know where it's from, so I'll find out. It's probably Reese. It's probably Reese. The only thing with my clothes is lots of them have been around the block for quite a long time, like me. So like people sometimes go to buy them, but they don't exist anymore because I've been around the block. Tomorrow's news. What's tomorrow's news? Tomorrow's news? Don't know. Don't know. But Davos, yes, bunch of wankers. Typical that David Cameron shows up there as well. What a bunch of cocks. If you don't know what that lot are all about, they're about getting rid of 8 billion people on this planet. I strongly suspect that we'll see... Oh, sorry, just kicked the camera. I strongly suspect we'll see a new COVID erupt. Last year they used... they used Chinese New Year to release it so that everybody flying in for Chinese New Year would fly out and infect the planet. So I'm strongly assuming that's what's going to happen. I believe Chinese New Year is the 20th of February, is that right? We shall see. Chris Packham. Oh, can you even imagine? Me in my bush at home trying to be Chris Packham. Thing is, actually, I probably think he's probably quite a nice guy, really. He seems like he could be quite a laugh. I think the point is, and the point I was trying to make is, we're probably all just a little bit sick of having stuff shoved down our throats when all we wanted to do was see a nice bird. Do you know what I mean? Show me a nice Tweety bird in the dark, in the cold, brr, 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 being all cute and fluffy, like, oh, come under here, chick. Come under here, nestle in here, nestle. You know what I mean? Nestle under these fluffy feathers of mine. Oh, and then, send us a picture of that. Let us see that. Like, show me foxy things being foxy, with scampering about, being sneaky. Show me that. Stop telling me everything's getting hotter. This is a winter watch about resilience, because, of course, all animals need resilience because they're being killed by humans. Resilience. I mean, his freaking badger. Ugh, don't even. Right. Absolutely, exactly. The royal surgery. Well, something's going on. I know that much. What I know for certain is it's not what it says on the tin. Right? Whatever it is not what it says on the tin. We can know that, can't we, for sure? We know today that we don't believe anything we're told by anyone. And I would say many, many people here no longer trust many of the things you're supposed to trust. Many people here, I speak for no one but myself, trust in politics or imagine there's a thing called democracy. I mean, look at the idiots. Many of us know that if we were in trouble, we probably wouldn't call the police first, or certainly we would caution our children about ever letting police into the house if they weren't there, if a parent wasn't there. Many of us here, I don't think, would trust anyone from the medical profession again, or allow someone into a hospital unsupervised, or allow a child to be engaged with by someone from the medical profession without you there and present and supervising or demanding to know what's going on. You may disagree. You may disagree. But I certainly wouldn't. I don't trust, obviously, the law. I've never trusted that. For the longest time, the law is not the law. It's whatever one man in a wig is paid for by someone who works as a consultant to say. So all of these things, I think this is so healthy that we distrust this stuff now and we know this stuff. Do I not speak about Phil Schofield anymore? Oh, I can, for sure. Peter Perv. He'll pop up again. It's coming. That documentary, I am telling you now, is already made, or it's already been made, or it's being auctioned off to the highest bidder. Phil Schofield 100% believes his time is coming. The book, I guarantee you, already has a publisher. I guarantee you he's already been given his payment for the manuscript. He'll have been given a ghostwriter to write it for him. And it will be the same kind of writer that wrote the Beckham documentary for Netflix. Glossing over the awkward, did you put your cock up a kid's arse? Yes or no? There won't be any of that on the documentary, you know what I mean? It'll be Phil Schofield, the great guy, that is such a believer, always wanted to protect his wife and children. What a great guy. That's what's coming. It's coming. It's coming. As sure as hopefully the sun rises in the morning, it's coming. And it's a really bizarre thing called the redemption of the male. And it's probably one of the places where this weird thing exists. Women, if they are shamed, are thrown utterly under the hooves of the horses. Women, if shamed, are thrown to the gutter. No one is there to reach for them. Caroline Flack. Myself. Whatever. Men who are shamed are redeemed, and redemption is always significant. Piers Morgan is a great example, the redemption of the male. Hugh Edwards, immediately, the wife out defending. He's in a mental health care facility. I don't doubt he's still being paid by the BBC. All those people rallying around telling people to back off. The redemption of the male is a real phenomenon. And it will happen for Phil Schofield. And if I'm wrong, I will say and state I'm wrong, but I won't be. Ant McParlin, there you go, another one. Ant and Dec, Ant of the driving car whilst drunk, could have killed people. But what a hero, he's got his life turned around. And yeah, that's amazing. But the redemption of the male, wouldn't see it in a female. I love everything you say, Katie, but COVID wasn't released. I'm going to miss, can I scroll back? Probably never existed, okay. And a disease was constructed to explain the hundreds of thousands dying. So we can think different things and it's perfect. And I'm not in any way trying to push my views onto you. I'm trying to share what I think and then you do the same. Do I know how Alex Belfield is doing? Oh, I do. And I have a surprise for you. So I wonder if you could bear with me until about Wednesday next week. And then I will bring you the Alex Belfield surprise. I spoke to him yesterday. I had a message from him today and he's doing great because we are just on the turning point where he starts to turn for home. And I have always said, not that I've been in prison yet, I've always said that when you turn for home, like if you're running, when you turn for home, it's a big thing. Like if you're doing a marathon, you get to mile 14, you're on the run home, right? When you turn from home, your mentality changes. He is turning for home. We will have him out of there one day. And I tell him that I am just preserving stages for him for when he comes out. So Alex and I are still very much working together. As far as I'm concerned, I'm saving spaces for him. And he is going to make it through this, which is remarkable. Really remarkable. Could listen to me all day. No, I'm sure you don't want to do that. But I'll say goodnight to you because it's 8:30 and we have to go on time because no, there's no documentary this week. We'll give them a week off being triggered, shall we? We'll set them off again maybe next week. Shall we? Shall we do that? Okay, thank you all. Thank you all for being part of Katie's Arms. If you're one of the people that's able to think completely different to me, but still be here and chat to other people, that's terrific. If you think differently to me, but you just want everyone to be all right and as free as they can be, that's perfect. And if you were able to laugh a bit, that's perfect. Or if you feel like you just wasted half an hour of your life that you'll never get back, then avoid Fridays at 8 o'clock because that's when we're all here. But to everybody from the Katie's Arms, from me, Katie Hopkins, cheers. Thank you so much for your support. And I have the new poster with all the dates on for the Silly Cow Tour. I will post that up, and it is huge and terrifying, but it's going to be brilliant. So I'll see you somewhere on the road. And until next week, Friday at 8 o'clock, go on, you buggers, get out there and show them that we're the side to be on. Okay.